Lie about having COVID to take 6 weeks off while I do your work for free? I'll throw an all-office party to announce where you really were. My boss Mark disappeared right when we were about to start the biggest project our team had done in 5 years. Just completely vanished. No emails, no texts, nothing. This was mid-pandemic, so everything was virtual anyway. For the first week, we didn't really notice because we were all working from home and barely talked to each other. We just kept doing our tasks and figured he was busy with something. But then we needed his approval on some stuff and couldn't move forward without him. We sent emails, left voicemails, nothing. After like 10 days of total silence, we called his boss's boss. She told us Mark had COVID and wasn't able to work right now. We all felt terrible. We sent him cards and flowers to his apartment. Nobody wanted to bother him with work stuff because we thought he was dying in a hospital somewhere. 3 weeks went by, still nothing. We started getting really worried. Like maybe he actually died and nobody told us. We were talking about calling his family to check if he was alive. The project was a complete disaster. Nobody had appointed someone to replace Mark, so every tiny decision had to go through like 5 different people. Stuff that Mark would have approved in 2 minutes was taking 3 days. We were all working nights and weekends just to keep things moving. Around week 5, my coworker Dave said he didn't think Mark actually had COVID. He thought Mark was just using it as an excuse to get time off. We all jumped on Dave immediately. How could you say something like that? Mark could be in the ICU right now. People barely talked to Dave for days after that. Week 7. We wrote letters to upper management begging them to give us a temporary boss. The project was a month behind schedule. I was working until like 10 p.m. every night. No extra pay, just trying to keep everything from falling apart. Week 8. Mark logged into our morning meeting like nothing happened. He looked amazing, well-rested, tan. Definitely not like someone who just spent 2 months fighting a respiratory virus. He said something quick like, "Yeah, that was rough. Glad to be back. Let's get to work." We asked him questions. "Were you in the hospital? What was it like?" He completely shut down and wouldn't talk about it. 4 months later, my sister sent me a trailer for some reality TV show. She's like, "Isn't this your friend? I've seen you two together." I watched the trailer and there was Mark on a reality show as a contestant. It all clicked. He didn't have COVID. He took 2 months off to be on TV and lied about having a disease that had killed people we loved. I was so angry I couldn't see straight. I wanted to confront him but knew it wouldn't work. Then I got this email from corporate. They wanted remote teams to plan virtual social events, game nights, trivia, watch parties. The show premiere was 2 weeks away. I started telling everyone how excited I was about this new show, how we should totally watch it together. I offered to buy custom shirts for everyone, whatever it took to get people interested. Then I sent invites to Mark's bosses and anyone important in corporate I could think of. Mark had no idea. Everything was virtual, so he couldn't overhear any conversations. I didn't invite him. I was praying he wouldn't find out until it was too late. The night came. I was screen sharing the show to 64 people, a huge chunk of our department. Half of corporate showed up because I was the only one dumb enough to actually plan one of their stupid virtual events. Right at the beginning, they introduced all the contestants. The show explained they filmed in an exotic location in a COVID-safe bubble. Then they showed Mark, his name, his job, everything. I watched people go from excited to confused to absolutely furious in real time. Someone in the chat wrote, "Wait, when was this filmed?" The audience started dropping. 64 people became 58, then 30s, then by the end it was just me and 15 core team members. One person asked if I already knew. Some people on the team were close to Mark, so I just said, "Well, I definitely do now," and ended the call. The best part? You could tell from episode 1 that the show made Mark look like a complete idiot. His true colors were on full display. Mark got fired, my friend got promoted to his position, and I became an office legend because nobody was totally sure if I did it on purpose or not.